To finish the pad for the propane tank, we dug the area out flat using the laser level to get as even as possible. Then we lined it with about an inch of agricultural lime and compacted that. Once again, using the laser level and filling any low spots.
Grab these. Wow, you quitting on me, girl?
Reaching for the ground. Willows align. We lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy.
After that, we just laid cinder blocks and arranged pavers around those to give it a nice appearance and make it easier to maintain the area around the tank.
This one you can probably pull it and guide it down.
Okay. Can you see the bottom
Of the tank? Can I?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be
Let me get this thing out of your way.
Better than you give me.
Yeah? Good hand signals?
Yes, the good ones, not the bad ones. Because like when you do this or this, I don't know like what you're doing. Not perfect, but okay. inch.
Looks good on this side.
I know.
Ain't bad.
I know. It's probably like an inch, but let's leave it.
Yeah, I think it's good. It'll settle in really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real good. That's really good.
Even for you?
Even for me.
Okay. That is not a straight line.
Well, I'll carve it. How about that?
Okay.
To connect the tank to the house, we need to create a 24-inch deep trench. Near the house, it needs to be dug by hand, because we have well water lines crossing over the path, and we also have our main electrical service not too far from the point of entry for the gas line.
That is the water pipe. So, Jafana found the little magnetic foil warning thing for the electric that's coming with the line from the well. It comes over here, tees into the other line, goes that direction. I need to excavate carefully that way to make sure I'm deep enough so one of those two risers over there by the tank can go all the way down in the ground. That's 24 inches. So 24 inches down at least. Have it rise up, make sure it's in the exact spot that it needs to be, so when they come in here to inspect it, everything's good.
Once the delicate work has been completed near the house, I can get Daisy back in the game. She isn't exactly designed for precision, but she gets the job done in a fraction of the time and is much easier on my back.
Okay.
That old Komatsu does a tremendous job at digging a trench, but in the end, you have to get out there and clean it up by hand. I can't tell you how many times we've been out here digging in this same spot, it seems like. I used a 3/4 inch poly line that I picked up at one of the big box stores. It came as a kit with 100 feet of line and 2 compression fittings and 2 risers.
So this goes in here. This is supposed to be undone so I can see 3 threads. I need to put it, well, I guess I'm supposed to close it up first. Put it to here.
How's this thing seal?
Pressure.
Okay.
hunkered down on it real hard. That's how it seals. So you stick the pipe in here until it goes all the way in, and then you tighten it down, keeping that all the way in.
The brand that I used was Home Flex, but I think they're all pretty much the same. You just have to make sure you get a good even cut on the end of the pipe, put the stiffener in, put the fitting on, and tighten it up really tight. And if I can do it,
These big monsters,
pretty much anybody can do it.
To work. Good thing I don't do this for a living. I'd starve.
You might still. This is your stove.
Well, there you go. Mess that up too. Good Lord.
What'd
You
you-
want to talk about a struggle. All right. Hold this side because I don't want to get dirt in it. Of course, I put the stiffener down in the dirt. Hold on. Slide the stiffener in there. Line these up. There we go. Slide that all the way in.
Every one of these fittings was hand tightened
Wait,
as
hold
much
on.
as I could get it. And then we went gorilla tight with the wrenches. It just doesn't show on all of it because it's hard to film things and do it at the same time when you're playing in the dirt.
All right, come on out here.
Okay.
Start packing it in, I guess. They may not like me covering that up, and if that's the case, I'll get down there and uncover it so they can see it, but
Like a foot?
yeah, about a foot. Just enough to keep the cold air from freezing it up.
There?
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna come down the other side and cut this thing, get this thing laid in and cut it. Here, I don't want to run through my foot. And I can sit down without breaking my ankle.
Oh my gosh, we're almost off this part. Maybe.
Alright.
Power it up.
Yep. Another pliers. Thanks. Well, I ain't no good with these.
I ain't no good with these.
I'm not.
So farmers make the big bucks.
Yep, because they know how to use the pipe wrench properly.
Yes.
I mean, it's ridiculous that it gives me that much trouble, but it does. Anybody who's watching this who knows what they're doing is cringing watching me use these tools. I swear. All right, let me see this thing.
Okay.
See what this edge looks like.
I probably could have used it the way that it came, but I wanted to make the edge as nice as possible to give myself every advantage. The one thing to remember with the riser is you only have about 12 inches to play with there. So don't get cut happy.
Stiffener on. Beat yourself in the head with the pipe. Come over here and hold this for me.
All right.
So I don't beat myself to death. It's on there pretty snug. I would say that's pretty good.
How to edit?
Yeah. Did I make it too long? I made it too long. I gotta cut it shorter.
Yeah.
3 or 4 inches shorter.
Well, I guess it has to go really straight.
Well, it's not that it has to go straight. I'm pushing it out of the ditch.
It's gone a little sideways. It's not bad, babe. Look.
Yeah, it's rising up too much.
How far out does this have to be at?
This needs to be down here like this.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take a couple inches off. Go. Hold on. Be amazing if this thing works at all.
Just poke yourself in the face.
While having to recut the line is kind of a drag, I was much better off cutting it too long to start with than if I had cut it too short. Getting the line in didn't really take that much time, and it's not very difficult to do. And if you were cutting a little bit of the job out so that you could save some money, getting the line laid in so someone else could come along and do all the fittings and the connections would probably help.
It's a good thing it's not freezing cold out here. I'd be mad at you.
I hate these things.
But what else do you use?
Nippics.
Okay.
I'm gonna get myself a big old pair of Nippics if they make them that big. There, much better.
Okay.
Better fit.
Now what?
For right now, that's it. I'm gonna
Okay.
come back later in the week and I'm gonna put all the fittings on.
Okay. What about this wire? Do you want to snap that off?
Yeah,
with
I'm
the...
gonna bring that all the way on up on it.
Okay.
Forgot to mention that there's also a tracer wire and a roll of warning tape that comes along in the kit. That tracer wire is there so that somebody can hook up a little toning signal machine to it and trace it out in the ground to see where the cable goes and where the gas line goes. You want to zip tie that or tape it to your line every couple of feet so it stays right with the line.
Well, we got the line in, but I didn't get all the fittings on it and get it set up for the pressure test the way I'd hoped to. I'm gonna go home, get some rest, come on back here and do it again. We'll see y'all next time.